everyone for some more of my Venezia career mode here on FIFA 22. And we are here at the halfway point. As a matter of fact, this is Christmas Day. And you guys that have been watching the series know that we've been off to a rather surprising start so far in this particular career mode. We are currently in second in Serie A, which, to be honest with you guys, I'm really not expecting us to finish in a Champions League spot. And to be honest with you, I really don't want to finish in a Champions League spot. I don't think our team is quite ready for that yet. But at the very least, I want to finish at the end of the season no higher than where Inter is right now in 5th place. But Champions League spots, I don't really. I mean, I'm kind of low-key hoping that we get in a bit of a slide that way we won't qualify. Though I'm hoping that once we get and develop our players a little bit more, then we'll keep up the starting next season this particular pace, or even do even better. You can see quite a few surprises there. Atalanta in 11th, which is kind of surprising. Fiorentina in 12th. If relegation was a thing in this game, Parma, Spezia, and Lecce would be in strife right now. But, of course, Parma got promoted alongside Venezia and Como, which Como is not in this game. I end up replacing with Spezia. But before we continue on here with this halfway point video, hopefully you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. Coppa Italia, which we did not play any Coppa Italia games yet. But you can see for whatever reason, we did not have to play round 1, but yet Juventus did, which is kind of weird. AC Milan had to play, but we managed to get skipped right to the round of 16. We are up against Cagliari. Of course, you can see Benevento. Who did they beat? They beat Lecce. Some teams that aren't even in Serie A right now, Sassuolo and Crotone and Sampdoria are not in it, but Salernitana ended up getting and got relegated at the end of this past season in real life. I do apologize if I sound nasally. I wish I had an answer why. I'm not congested or anything, but you can see preseason tournament. We ended up winning, but just a recap of that. And the Conference League, we absolutely cleaned house on this one. We won't get to know probably until sometime either in February or March. I think it's early March where we find out who we face in the round of 16. But you can see we scored 17 goals and allowed 4. And we managed to win 6 out of 6 games here. With Bodo Glimt advancing past group, and Rapid Bucharest and Van Herps finishing 3rd and 4th respectively. You can see the preliminary round right there. You can see Bodo Glimt is up against PSV. Yeah, I'm looking right now like Lyon, Genk, Galatasaray, I'm thinking Basel. Some of these teams that you have to say are Champions League caliber, like PSV. But you take a look at this newsfeed right here, and of course the focus on Marcus Edwards, which I do have to say, if I have to pick an MVP of this team so far, it has to be this guy. I mean, he is the highest rated player of this team, well, joint highest rated player besides Maximiano. But this guy has not put a foot wrong all season. I've been very happy with how he's been performing. And Poole, as you see, got nominated for Player of the Month here for the month of November. He's been a very solid backup. He's actually been more of a solid backup winger than what Bakary Jatta has been, and I thought it would be the other way around. And of course, at the end of the last episode, you see we beat Spezia. But let's take a look at the stats here. You can see we don't have anybody in the top goal scorers, at least in the top 8. You can see Lautaro Martinez and Caprari from Hellas Verona are rivals in there. Our highest goal scorer is Castellanos, 6 goals, 9 appearances. And you can see Akitoglu also has 6 and 9. And I have to admit, Castellanos, he's been kind of getting under my skin. He's been doing a lot of odd stuff, particularly off the ball, that's really not making me very happy. And Akçakoglu, despite me having instructions to cut inside when crossing, hasn't really been doing it. He's been doing the opposite, so he's been kind of getting under my skin too. But you can see most assists. We're not even on the top assists either. You can see Akçakoglu with 3, and he's dead last in this group. But I do have to say another player that's been impressing me is Maximiano, and he does have 4 clean sheets, which is much more than what I thought he would have, considering the kind of team that we have, and we are playing in the top flight of Italian football, so yeah, I don't think Dieng had any. But we are going to go ahead and go to the Conference League. Bilo with the most clean sheets. Maximiano, 3 clean sheets in the 5, which is absolutely fantastic. Most assists. Alfred Duncan's been another player that's been really impressing me. Of course, he signed with Venezia in real life, but he's been doing bits for us here in the Conference League. And also, he did bits in the preseason as well. Castellanos with 2 assists. Akçakoglu with 2. Most goals, Heung-min Son, Tottenham with 6, tied with Tusudali from Ghent, and Castellanos is joint top. Marcus Edwards with 4 goals. And that's pretty much all I want to show. Well, should I show preseason? I'll show preseason too. Just, you see Castellanos was the top goal scorer. Bunch of our players on there. Marcus Edwards were the most assists. Or should I say Edwards? I don't know why I said Edwards. It's Edwards. There's an R in there, Teddy. But Maximiano joined top of the clean sheet list. But yeah, Maximiano has been really making me happy. So he is the goalkeeper that I thought and was hoping he would be for this team. And I did want to get somebody that was a solid starting goalkeeper. So makes me happy that he's been doing what he's supposed to. There's no point looking at other leagues because this is the only league in Italy in this game. We're going to take a look at objectives here. We did sign at least 2 players younger than 20 years old. Potential grade and average overrating players currently in the same position. And we have 14 players eligible. Within 2 seasons, sign 1 youth academy player to the senior team and play them in 5 matches. I'm thinking the guy that I'm going to be doing is Rennie. I'm hoping I don't have him loan listed. If so, I'm going to have to pick somebody else. But I at least need to get at least one of the players and play them in 5 matches next season. Of course, we won 10 games without defeat. We've doubled that, and we're just halfway through the season. We're not going to reach that because we are not going to make a profit of 50 million. All we need to do is win 1 Coppa Italia game, and we've already met that objective. I don't care to win the Coppa Italia this season. Maybe next year, depending on how our draw is. They want us to finish mid-table. Like I said, I do want to finish around that point. Ideally, I want to finish between 5th and 10th. Anywhere between there. Preferably between 5th and 9th. I do not want to finish top 4 because, like I said, I don't think we're ready for that yet. And they want us to reach a semifinal. And that is a competition I do hope to win this season. So, but you can see we're in the whole 139 million. There's no way we're going to get and meet that particular objective. I'm just going to scroll down here. That way you guys can see like measurements and attributes and traits and stuff like that. We pretty much got a whole youth academy, bar maybe like 2 or 3 slots. You see Conte's already at a 60. I should sort these guys based on overall. But if there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can just go ahead and pause the video. Some good talent we're putting in through the youth academy. Though, like I said, I mean, it's not like I'm going to be focusing too... Oh! I can already change his position. Cool. I didn't even notice that. But we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, change him to a right winger. and he stays the same, which is kind of... I mean, he... Shoot. I mean, he is a winger, so I can train him for the opposite side, and he will grow, but I'd much rather him be at least 50. Okay, 9 weeks. Let's improve his weak foot. And then... Okay, same with him. But that is a look at our youth academy. We are going to go ahead and once again go through the transfer hub and look at these. Maximiano, we end up doing a swap deal with Uranen, or Finnish goalkeeper. Him plus 34 million. This is another guy that's been impressing me too. Yukinori Shigurara, which we end up getting, which a swap deal with Matehu plus 13 million. But it seems like he's especially been popping up in some games and scoring some crucial goals for us. Kevin Danso, I'm a little bit worried about this guy. I did do a swap deal with Cesaroni plus 10 million. He did get, for those of you that have been paying attention to this series, knows that he did get injured and was out for 3 months. So I'm really hoping that does not damage his potential all that much. And I may have to play him in some extra games in my backup just so he gets enough games, that way he can boost his potential. Bellardi's pretty much been the workhorse of that back line. He's pretty much had to go by himself for a good portion of the first half of the season. Alex Kroll, we end up doing 11 million plus Tanner Tessman. He's actually grown better than what I thought he would, so I've been impressed with him. Duncan, I got for him 2 million plus Cuisance. Fratesi, I'm on the fence with him. He really, I mean, how can I say this? It's not that he's really doing a whole lot wrong, but I kind of have to put him in the same boat as Castellanos. Is that he does some questionable things off the ball, and his finishing can be, is quite a bit to be desired as well. But, you see Marcus Edwards has already grown. He started off as a 77, he's already an 81. Like I said, he is the joint highest goal. He is the joint highest overall, besides Maximiano. Aptekoglu, I ended up getting him for 8.1 million plus 90. Castellanos, not scoring as many goals as what I hoped. I mean, he is finding the back of the net, but his finishing, much like Fratesi, leaves a lot to be desired. It's more important for Castellanos considering he is in that striking role. Dieng ended up getting for Lazzarini plus 3 million. Been a solid backup goalkeeper for us. Moharami has not grown at all, which I'm not really torn if he doesn't, because he's pretty much my 4th string wide back, so I'm not going to be too butthurt if he doesn't get and grow a whole lot. Boda ended up getting for Svoboda plus 1.5 million. Been pretty good. He's been in the starting 11 from time to time. Same with Philip Kesa, which we'll be getting here in a bit, but Kornienko we ended up getting for 5 million plus Allman. Good backup left back. Kasha, or Kasha, however you pronounce it. I think it's actually supposed to be Kasha. But I ended up getting Kasha for 2.5 million plus Sverko. Jose Andres Martinez, I ended up getting him for 3 million plus Dor Peretz. Malong, good backup center mid. I ended up paying 3.8 million for him. Pure, like I said before, has been really putting in the goals for us in our backup team. And he's actually been, if I'm being honest with you, one of the reasons why we're in the position in the Serie A as we are in 2nd place. Because he's been stepping up and carrying our second team to some unexpected points. Bakary Jada, I kind of hope he gets along here, not growing as fast as what I hoped he would, but I mean, he's not doing terrible, but he's not doing as good as Pure. And of course, Yuma Suzuki, a guy that I originally did not have in my short list, but I didn't realize that Gitscher was 31 years old, and I'm not going to have a 30-some-year-old be my backup striker, so I end up paying 5 million for Suzuki services, and he's already grown by 2. He's at a 74. We end up getting him from Kashima Antlers, so he's been not too terrible so far this season. You can see we got Isdes going on loan. Some permanent deals for Molinaro, Bertinato, Fiorellino, Henri, Modolo. Senegoy has gone on loan, same with Radon. Johnson went to Fulham for 2.8. Walters out on loan. And I think all the rest of these are just guys that I brought in. Yeah, opening season and these kind of career modes are usually, at least in the first season, are usually the busiest. But we are going to take a look at our team, see how much it's grown. Our lowest rated player in our first team is unfortunately Danso, though like I said, I am looking to put him in from time to time. That way hopefully it does not ruin his overall all that much. You can see the highest rated player in our backup team is Duncan. I ended up replacing Duncan with Busio, which Busio is now up to 76. Which Busio I've been very impressed with as well in his career mode. So, but we are going to take a look at the squad hub. We are going to look at stats. And our top goal scorer is Castellanos, 12 and 4 through 14. Not too bad, but like I said, he could have gotten a lot more had he put away some of his chances. Of course, Marcus Edwards, I'm very impressed with. Akotoglu could do a bit better, but he has grown by 6. So anybody else that you want to look at, you can go ahead and pause the video. You can see Sugarero scoring 3 goals in 17 appearances. Busio has grown by 3. Fertesi has grown by a couple. Danso has not grown at all, which, like I said, I am a little bit worried about that. Our captain Haps is doing pretty good. Bunch of our players only growing by 1, but that's fine. A lot of these players that are growing by 1 are mostly my backup players. The Hollow's already dropped by 2. You can see Gitcher, Malno's already grown a drop by 4. Bertinato is growing despite him not playing at all. Alistair Rennie, do I have him? I gotta see if I have him loan listed before I look at attributes. Polarity is growing by a couple. Maximiano growing by 3. Again, doing very fantastic for me. Let me see. And I am converting... No, I'm not. Yeah, I already did convert him to a winger, and then I converted him to a striker. And as you can see, I am not... He is going to be my guy next season, I think. Although I could have a winger on there, but I don't know. I'll have to make that decision when it gets closer to the end of the season. But I need to pick one of my 14 guys eligible in the Youth Academy and play 5 games next season. You can see Bertinato is joining Atlanta United when the transfer window is open. He did agree a permanent deal. Anybody in particular you want to look at, you can just go ahead and pause the video. Yeah, I think I already looked at all these plans even before I started the recording this, so... See, let me look at... Oh, I didn't look at his. It is going to take him 17 weeks on excellent form, so he may reach a 76 before the end of the season, depending on what happens, but... I just have a terrible feeling that I might end up having to find a new starting center back because I think that 3-month injury is going to hurt Danso's potential. Yeah, Sugarero is growing pretty good too. He's growing by 3. You can see, let's see, Romeo, or Romeo, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, Busio and Duncan are probably my 2 best center mids on this team. Both of them have been absolutely fantastic. Fertesi is looking to stay in consistent top form, though, like I said, he has had struggles. Again, Vincent Puel, excellent backup winger. Marcus Edwards, my MVP of this team so far. You can see Rennie's stats. Suzuki, let's see. Yeah, I'll keep him as mobile striker. Okay, let's see, Castellanos. 15 weeks on excellent form to reach a 79. I'm cool with that. Get share. Hopefully I can move him on. Trying to think if there's something else that I want to talk about here. I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to here. I'm trying to think. Okay, I did transfer history. I did objectives, youth academy. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything I want to. I don't plan on doing anything in this transfer window coming up besides getting rid of some of my deadwood, particularly the likes of like Get Share and... Oh, in case you guys are wondering, which if you guys have been watching this video, you already know, but Cheryshev was starting to whine about his contract, and I went to go and renew it and said he submitted a transfer request. And then a couple days later, whenever I advanced past calendar, he comes back to me. He's like, we were supposed to talk about our contract, weren't we? And I'm thinking to myself, well, how can we when you submitted a transfer request? Because once a player submits a transfer request, you cannot renew a contract. So instead of having him bring down the morale of this team, I decided to just release him altogether. I think it cost me like $450,000 to release him from his contract. But Cheryshev, unfortunately, I was not able to get anything from him. But I'd much rather release him and get nothing from him, but bring my morale, my team down, and end up affecting our overall performance in both the league and the conference league. But like I said, we are overachieving in my opinion. I really don't want to finish in the Champions League spot, so what I'm planning on doing is just simming every Serie A game from here to the end of the season. Unless I get to a point where I start to struggle maintaining a mid-table, which, the way this team is playing, I kind of doubt that's going to happen. Let's see. I might end up playing my second team here against Genoa, and I'm playing my first team here against both Juve and Cagliari. And then just go from there. And then, like I said, probably around early March, we will find out who we get in the Conference League. And just go from there. I will play the game against Cagliari in the Cup, but if we advance to the quarterfinals, then I'm just going to go ahead and sim and see what happens there. But as far as Serie A games, I am not focusing on Serie A anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and sim through all the games. So, in the next episode, I'm looking to do both January and February if I can. I don't want to keep it any longer than half an hour, but if not, I would definitely get through at least the month of January and then sim through February and then hopefully, like I said, beginning of March. Because this game likes to cram each of the Conference League games together, so I'm thinking that the round of 16 and the quarterfinals will both be in the month of March, if memory serves me right. But it's just nice being able to enjoy a career mode again. I know I made the same comment in my Hartlepool United career mode, but it's just nice, especially after the pile of dog crap that was the Croatian Moonster career mode in FC24. It's just nice to actually have fun and have a good time and relax and just take in what career mode is actually supposed to be. And it's nice doing these, and I already have, even though I'm only half a season into this, I already have ideas of what I want to do after this particular career mode. Of course, it's going to be either FIFA 22, FIFA 21, or even an older FIFA, so... But I highly doubt that I'll be getting back into FIFA 23, and I definitely will not be doing any more FC24 career modes. And in case you guys are wondering, I am absolutely not getting FC25. So, but hopefully you guys are enjoying this particular career mode. Like I said, I'm having a blast rebuilding this team. Or actually it is kind of a rebuild, isn't it? Because in real life, they're kind of almost becoming a yo-yo team, and It's nice to do an Italian career mode that's not Juventus. But I did do a few Italian career modes in the past. I did a Sassuolo one, I did a Sampdoria one, I've done a Pescara one, I've done a Benevento one. But it's nice. This is the first time. Well, actually, technically, it's the second time I've done a Venezia career mode. And it's actually the first time where they're actually licensed in-game. And that you get to see that awesome old crest of those, because the new crest, in my opinion, just looks awful. But instead of rambling on like I have been doing for the past couple minutes, which I do apologize for that, I think I am going to end the video here. And the next time I see you guys, we are just going to start from here and sim through the calendar to clear through the 1st of January. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and sim to second with my second team and start simming these Serie A games. And like I said, if we get to a point where our mid-table status is becoming threatened, then yes, I will do more. I will play some Serie A games, but right now my priority is Conference League, so I will definitely be focusing on that for the remainder of this first season, and hopefully you guys will be along the ride with me, and I'm prepared to have even more fun with this team. So, but thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.